Hello, good day, and welcome back to the StarCraft Brood War section of this conference on Artificial Intelligence and Interactive Digital Entertainment 2018. We have got quite an interesting game on our hands because it's ISAMind versus CSE, and ISAMind is a bot by Fang Gao, and CSE is by Wei Guo, if I pronounced that correctly. It's been a while since I've had any Chinese lessons. And there have been quite a number of Chinese contributions to this tournament, so both of these players I do not know, and I'll just call them ISAMind and CSE and hope I do not offend anyone by pronouncing their names wrong. CSE, as the purple Protoss, is going for a gateway first, then going to block the ramp so to prevent any scouts from entering the base. The unfortunate thing is that the enemy scout is already in the base. And then you can see that there is this cybernetics core which will allow the construction of range units, these Dragoons, and will also allow you to get the range upgrade. And that might seem a small advantage to have, but still it can be, if you've got a range of 5 and your enemy has got a range of 4, and I don't know the exact ranges, that's a bit sloppy, but if you got a +1 range advantage, you can win most battles just by hitting and running. So both players appear to be doing the exact same build, and that's really eerie. And I don't know where these two bots are coming from or where they are based on, but these build orders are very, very similar, and these armies are exactly the same. The worker counts are exactly alike. And well, I've said it before already, it will all come down to micro, and here come the armies. And ISAMind has got its ranged units in the front, tightly packed, and CSE has got a bit of... And the first blood goes to ISAMind, and CSE is going to snipe one back. Yes, there it goes, so both players are exactly even, and ISAMind is now running. It's going perhaps to lose this one zealot again, but the goons of ISAMind are turning as well. Oh, and they might catch a Dragoon, and this is so very critical, because if they cut off this Dragoon, you can see what is going to happen. Although ISAMind has a small disadvantage if you win battles like this. If you can, for example, have a concave where your enemy has a straight line, you can win, and I think that ISAMind has got the slightly better combat micro. These Dragoons are trying to move over past the bridges, and one is lost. And another one, and these armies are dead even at this point. The build orders are oh, they are diverging. Oh, and one more Dragoon is getting caught, I think with very low HP. Oh, and this is perhaps a mistake, because now ISAMind is going to lose a unit as well, and this very badly damaged Dragoon ought to be wiser than to chase a full pack of full health Dragoons. And wow, what can we say? So ISAMind has got this observatory, which will mean that it will have access to observers which can fly cloaked, and CSE is trying to stay on, well, just basically Dragoons and try to outproduce the enemy. But it's also losing some units in the field, and you can see ISAMind keeping up quite nicely, just taking advantage of CSE at the bridges. And what is going to happen next? This, I think, is going to be a pylon. So this is going to be a very tense battle. Just 1 versus 1 base. ISAMind has a little advantage, and I think that advantage is going to be compounded if it does not run, if it will keep the enemy at the bridges. But then again, CSE is taking some kills back, and CSE has got a tiny little advantage in army supply and is now pursuing the enemy. And if the enemy is fleeing, you can see this movement of these units is suboptimal, and they will sometimes get stuck and get delayed and then get killed. And now CSE has got a 30 army supply, and ISAMind has only got 23. And CSE is now taking advantage of that to take another base and chasing ISAMind back to its base. And ISAMind, what can it do? It will camp the high ground, and that's always a good thing to do, because it's very difficult to move up a ramp, especially if the enemy has got an observer, just to make sure it's got vision. And now you've got the enemy attacking your base in a straight line, and you've got a large front, and these units, they ought to be joining the fight as well. And I think that for the moment ISAMind can hold if it's playing its card right, and if these units are coming out to help sometime, and also the units which are produced for ISAMind will arrive at the scene faster than the units of CSE, which will have to move all the way down from the rear up to the enemy base. So now some tech buildings in the base of CSE as well. Oh no, that's a photon cannon, some static defense, and ISAMind is trying to expand as well, but CSE is all over the natural with a lot of units. And now you can see that CSE has got additional income just by a handful of probes, but it's these small advantages, and these bots are so similar. I think they stem from a similar project or a similar source, a similar base bot or platform to work with. And it's also very hard to detect any differences in the micro. And now ISAMind is going to move out, but it's taking a lot of damage. And you can see CSE having the better army all the time. Now the natural's up and running for ISAMind as well. And CSE and ISAMind, oh, CSE taking a third base, that's very good. It's going to be about a lot of goon battles in the middle of the map. And ISAMind has got the better micro, I feel. And it's also got the better vision with this observer over here. So now it's beating back CSE, and ISAMind has quite a substantial advantage. And the question is, what can CSE do to try and stop that? Usually you can build some kind of technology or just produce more units. At this point CSE has got one more base, but it's under attack and some workers are getting killed. And at these bridges a lot of dragoons are falling to the superior numbers of ISAMind, and ISAMind is doing a murderous job at these bridges. And this is really one bridge too far for CSE. CSE is taking a lot of damage, all these workers are getting killed, and ISAMind really ought not to stick its neck in there too far because it's still at a disadvantage. Its own third base is not yet up and running. Well, if you can call this up and running, it's almost run into the ground again. So ISAMind, I think either because of superior micro or just the luck of the draw that it was at these choke points right at the right time, and now has killed the enemy base. So this investment is gone. The third base for ISAMind is up, and this will be some static defense as well. And the army of ISAMind is growing. Fourth base has already been started. Now will we have more technology? Doesn't look like it. It's going to be all about dragoons, and that can be quite messy. And now it's CSE turn to, with a tight formation of dragoons, do a lot of damage, and will now take out... Ooh, no, that is quite well defended by two cannons, this base. And now ISAMind is going to wreck the natural base of CSE, and CSE is trying to... oh, is going to take down the third base over here, and that might be a good decision. And ISAMind can't really do much about that, and ISAMind's got beat back over here. CSE took this base there, and now it's really... ISAMind is going to liberate its base over here. There is one more dragoon of CSE's in there. But now the reinforcements are arriving, and CSE appears to be in a good position. If we look at the upgrades, both have got the +1 weapon upgrade, the range upgrade, and that's it. No more technology and no more other units. And I think that unless this base is going to work miracles, but the miracles are being stamped out quickly by the dragoons of CSE, CSE has got this in the bag somehow. Oh, but there are a lot of goons about for ISAMind, and where are they going? The income of both players is really stagnating. ISAMind is going to attack here right at the bridges, while CSE has got a goon force out there. This is a nice little shootout, and ISAMind will win that. So that's very well done. ISAMind now taking apart this natural base, but is getting cornered, and trying to run from an enclosed position like this usually doesn't work very well. And now it's 34 versus 7 army supply. That is going to be a hard lot for ISAMind to come back from. Now CSE has got 2 mining bases, while ISAMind has got only 1, and ISAMind has got a third of the army supply, has got 2 cannons, but as you can see they are quite fragile, and CSE is powering through with the better goon micro, or the superior numbers. And I should be really careful to award any of these players the better micro award, because they are so very similar. And now it's CSE which is expanding at this position. No technology whatsoever. The cannons are being rebuilt. The cannons over here are functional. And this base over here was stamped out by CSE. CSE now is coming back from that expansion to take a poke at the natural, and it's doing a lot of damage. You can see the worker counts for ISAMind is falling close to actually 0. It's got no more money, and it's got only one unit left, and that is the Observer. And it's taking a sad look at how CSE is demolishing its base. So CSE taking the win over ISAMind. That's the GG, and well, thank you for watching. We'll be back again with a new game soon. Goodbye.